Good morning. It is Monday, January 12th. We are 90 days out from April 12th, the DTD2 this week. You are calling your B's and your E's and texting your S's. Calling your B's and your E's and texting your S's. And that's just the DTD2. Do the database too. It pulls you through everyone in your database. So you are having a conversation with them. If you look at the 36 Connect, it's one conversation with each individual every 90 days. So that's what the DTD2 is. It takes you through the entirety of the alphabet within that 13-week process. So we're in week 2 of Q1. If you're scoring at home, that's where we are. I trust you had a great weekend. The weather was wonderfully warm. I mean, I'm saying it was warm. Today's cold, but it was warm. It's supposed to warm up again, which is good. I am going to get a green screen for back here. We're going to start doing weather updates because why not? It's like if I can hit weather and sports and traffic, full service. It's all we're trying to do. Just trying to be of help. So we are heading out of here Monday, action packed, especially as we get back into Ignite. So you are heading into KWFightClub.com if you need study hall. It's a safe space to go and have the conversations, have the interactions that your business requires. If we are not having enough appointments, if we are not signing enough contracts, we are probably reverse engineer all that. We're probably not having enough conversations with the people in our life to find out who they know that we should know. So that's what that space is for every day at 9 o'clock. Also today at 9 o'clock, because it is a Monday, and we are doing Ignite straight through Friday, February 20th, before we take off for family reunion. This is session 4 today with Samantha Catterall from our brand new Agent Leadership Council, and she is teaching session 4, Define Your Value. That's today at 9 o'clock. You can join that. The link for the Zoom is in the morning news, and that's at KellerIgnite.com at 9 o'clock if you want to join Ignite session 4 with Samantha Catterall. Today at 11 o'clock, what we do every month, historically on the first Monday, we didn't do it last week though. It was a little too soon, I felt. I just was giving people a chance to warm up. So we're going to do it today. Next Monday, of course, we're closed for the celebration of Martin Luther King. And then the week after that, we will do future. But we're doing proven cappers today. So today at 11 o'clock, timsoffice.com, mastermind with those of you who are proven cappers, discussing where you stand in your business. We're going to be talking too, and all this week with the midday protocol, about a book called Big Potential from Sean Acor. So we'll drill down into that, and I'll have a few questions for you surrounding that. That's today. Proven Cappers Mastermind, 11 o'clock at timsoffice.com. Then at 1 o'clock, timsoffice.com, midday protocol. We bring it back. We talk about what we did or didn't do this morning or over the weekend for that matter, and just share our numbers. And this is a place for you to talk about the conversations and interactions you've had, the appointments you've set, the contracts you've signed, and really what's working in your business right now. And maybe if you're having a challenge, sharing that as well. The people that are coming to this call are spending time doing what they need to do to make sure their pipeline is full. I love what James Shaw called it this morning. Do you have a pile of leads or a pipeline of leads? Are we organized? Do we know who we should be talking to and about what? This conversation at 1 o'clock every day at the midday protocol, timsoffice.com, is a chance for us to just understand, am I having the correct interactions? Am I setting appointments from those? And then above and beyond that, am I also fortunate enough to get contracts signed? And if we're tracking those 3 metrics, we have an idea of what our future looks like. And that starts with doing what we need to do at 9 o'clock or whenever you finish listening to me today. Every morning, historically, is the best time for us to be setting appointments. So we have appointments to go on in the afternoon. And that's what that boils down to. It's nothing more complicated than that. Ask the Brokers today at 1:30. You can talk to the brokers at kellertv.com today at 1:30. Ask the Brokers. Every Monday, a chance to talk to the brokers about what took place over the weekend, questions you have, something that you might have missed. Of course, there's a great chance to get all the questions asked and answered. And that's Wednesdays, of course, for contracts. But if you had stuff pop up over the weekend or you just have a burning question for our brokers, you can ask them at 1:30. Ask the Brokers, kellertv.com. At 2:30, it is Tech Your Business to the Next Level with D. Maggie McDowell. She's our regional tech trainer for New England. She's going to join us today at 2:30. You can register for that call The link is in the morning news. And then today at 3 o'clock, right behind that, Tiffany Hampton, MAPS coach and member of our market center. She is doing 25 and 26. It's really a playbook for you to take everything at Keller Williams and figure out, okay, here's something I can do. Here's a play that I can run to make sure that I'm doing everything within my power with the tools that I have and the talent that I have to have the interactions and the appointments and, of course, the contract signed. So it's a productivity Monday. There's a lot going on. The calendar is chock full. You need to decide for you what's important, where you need to be spending your time. And if you've got a wide open calendar today and your face isn't busy, today's a great day to just buckle down and understand this is what it looks like. I think a lot of people are confused by our industry and the fact that maybe we don't work hard. There are plenty of real estate agents all over the place that don't work hard. You're not one of them. And you also need to know, hey, when do I need to be doing my money-making activities? And then when am I going to punch out and take time for myself? When am I going to make sure that I'm getting the rest I need and the nutrition I need and the clear your head with maybe some fitness, like whatever you're doing to take care of you. It's not, you did not come here to work 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. I mean, maybe some of you did. I severely doubt it. But let's just get to work. Let's know that we have a schedule in front of us. If we need some instruction, it's all there. If you've got questions, I'm here to help with that as well, as is the rest of the staff. We're all here to help. We tend to overthink it. I wanted to talk about, I think we always talk about making sure that we're authentic in everything that we do. I haven't had a conversation with a single agent that says they want to pick up the phone and be salesy. They want to be themselves. They just don't know how to do it because they're concerned they can't answer all the questions that may come up. And I completely appreciate, hey, I want to be ready to answer questions when people find out that I'm in real estate. And the perception that we should know it all. You're never going to know it all. I'm not saying that you're not going to be involved in the education and become a student of the industry. It's just there's not a chance on God's green earth that you're ever going to have every answer to every question. So I see a lot of people that are really good, maybe to a fault, at being authentic when they're online, whether they're typing it up on FaceSpace or cutting a video. I saw one within the last 6 months, and the individual had gotten on to FaceSpace and basically had typed out like a paragraph. And it wasn't that long because it was in one of those, color frames with big font. And they basically just languished over the fact that they had a handful of deals fall apart. And it was a little bit of a woe is me paragraph. And here's my concern with that. This industry will absolutely get the best of you. You'll have days where you are winning. And you'll have days where, as Mike Tyson said, everybody has a great plan until they get their face punched in. There's going to be days that you get whacked. From a business standpoint, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be authentic. I'm asking you to remember, hey, before you hit play, before you push that out to the universe, does this serve people? Does this lift people up? Is this of value? Commiseration. You'll have other people that look at that and like, oh, she's having a tough day too. He's having a tough day too, or a bad week or a bad month. We want to use all the resources at our disposal to market ourselves, to promote good. And I just want people to think about this. And if this isn't you, this isn't you. If you're guilty of this, I'm asking you to think about it. When you go on and talk about professional or personal things that are getting the best of you, and I'm not talking about losing somebody. I'm not talking about having something really go wrong. When we just get on and for lack of a better term, we just get on and complain. I want you to think about if you were the consumer and met or unmet, you saw this post from any person in any industry, what would be your inclination to grab your credit card, grab your checkbook, grab your bag of cash and say, I want to be in business with them? I'm asking for a friend. There's absolutely no problem with venting. I'm here for it. 603-834-2856. And everyone has a bad day, a bad week. And again, I'm not talking about the loss of a loved one or the loss of a pet or real tragedy. I'm talking about when we get on and we lament about our industry, our circumstances, right? Everything we're doing is in service of the consumer to be the client. And all the goodwill you put out there when you talk about helping families and who do you know that I should know and all of that goes up in smoke as soon as you say, I had some deals fall apart. All those people, all that emotion just became transaction. Immediatamente, which is Spanish for too fast. I don't see it a lot. I see it enough. And I saw it again in the last few days. And I just want us to be conscious of the fact when we complain, and this is what I'm going to tie it to, because this drives me crazy. When we complain about our circumstance within our industry, that's what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about using social media. I think we should be careful about how we use it in general, but I'm not, again, I can't say enough. I'm not talking about you having a loss in your family, a loss of a loved one. This is not my point. It's about when we lament about our industry. And this is what I'll compare it to. And everybody here has heard this happen, and it drives me crazy, capital R, crazy. You're either in a convenience store, maybe you've gone inside to pay for your pump for your gas or fast food, whatever. And the workers, the employees, the professionals behind the counter who can see you standing right there they're bitching about a fellow coworker. They're bitching about their schedule. You've absolutely seen it happen. And I know where my head goes. And I'm not their coach, so I never say a word because Godspeed. I'd say it to you. I'm saying it now. In that moment, when I know that I'm about to buy my Powerball ticket and go back to my car and finish fueling up, I know I'm leaving in 2 minutes and I'm still like, get me out of here. So if you're putting that out onto the intertubes, either known or unknown to the person that reads it, what is your expectation that they're going to grab their checkbook or their bag of cash and say, God, I can't wait to buy the single biggest transaction. I can't wait to complete that with them. Let's be careful about how we show up always, either in public or on social media. What message are you leaving? What conversation are you asking people to join? Is it one of growth and positivity? or woe is me and negativity. The great Shirley Lindsay. Timothy, what you think about, you bring about. And it's true. I've been saying that for 1,000 years. And then I get to Bold, and Bold has a bold law. Your thoughts, your cells eavesdrop on your thoughts. You will bring it to fruition. So Shirley wasn't wrong. What you think about, you bring about. And if you put it into speech, kerosene on a campfire. And all of us, myself, I lead the charge on this one. Self-deprecating humor. All of the time. Here's what our body and our cells can't translate or understand. Nuance, sarcasm. Sean Acor, in his book, Big Potential, we're going to talk about all week on the Midday Protocol, talks about who are the people that support you. It's not about your willpower. It's not about your motivation, which is, I can't motivate you. I have to help you uncover your motivation. So who's around you bringing that out, or who's around you pushing that down? What are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you studying? Who are you spending time with? And I said it again, and I should get away from saying it. Who are you investing time with? Let's stop spending our money and spending our time. Let's invest our time and invest our money. I say all this morning, hoping to set your RAS, your reticular activating system. Now that I've pointed out how people sometimes lament all over face space, be aware of it. And our social media threads now are inclusive of so many different people. But if you're noticing your people doing it, be aware of it. Examine what kind of conversations you have with them when you have conversations with them. Because if you are engaging with them and the entirety of the conversation is about them and about down, I'm not saying that you stop interacting with them. I just think you should measure your interactions with them. And not in a utilitarian way. They're your friend. Maybe you've known them since childhood. Do they bring you up? Or is every interaction with them all about them and everything that's going wrong? We talk when people say, I'm just trying to figure out my schedule. I don't know how it just gets away from me, Timmy. I know I have 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week. I'm just not sure where it's going. I'll have you do a very simple task. It's arduous, yet the simplicity is right in front of us. If today's a day that you know that at 9 o'clock you're going into Fight Club or you're going into Ignite, what I'd ask you to do is take a piece of paper and every 30 minutes, if not every 15 minutes, write down what you're working on. This is going to help identify two things: energy vampires and time bandits. Now, here's the irony. Historically, the energy vampires have been the time bandits. And sometimes it's us. Because of what we allow in. We have to protect our time and our money. We should be investing our time and our money. And any time we take away from our loved ones to go pursue more profitability, to create more opportunity for them, we shouldn't waste a minute of that. Within the last couple of months, I heard somebody make a comment about watch a person of wealth, watch a person of success and significance, and watch how they move. They are efficient. Because they've either reached a stage of their life where they're not really looking for more money. They've found the money they're looking for. They're invested. They're insulated. Their family's living a good life. Maybe they have generational wealth. But these people also are still in business. Why? To help create it for others. To help create it for others. So the only revenue that they are looking to protect and they can't make more of is time. So they move quickly and efficiently. They don't have time to complain. They don't have time to jump on FaceSpace and lament about all the things that are going wrong. People grow into the conversations you create around them. And as Shirley Lindsay would say, don't forget, Timothy, what you think about, you bring about. So what are you going to think about today? What do you want to bring about today? How do you want to be of service today? How will you show up? Will you be the post that people scroll by and say, oh God, there we go again? Or will it be positive and uplifting and of service? Before we post, before we speak, before we send, is it of value? Is it moving the needle in the right direction? And how will this be helpful? If I can help, let me know. It is 603-834-2856. You can also book my face at meetwithcoach.com. We'll see you in and around the Market Center and the internet. Have a fantastic day.